to chapter 6, week 6, depending on how you're using this. May the force be with you. It's not hard to make decisions when you know what your values are. Now, I think in chapter 4 we looked at, is the juice worth the squeeze? And this was the change model. And we sort of introduced values in that space there. Also with our fear-based thinking, remember, thoughts and emotions are indicators of something of a deeper nature. So our fear-based thinking is usually based upon values. So if I fear that I'm running late, it's usually because there's a value of punctuality. You know, it's a good way of looking at it. So remember, there's a deeper meaning to all of our thoughts and our emotions. This week, in this chapter, we actually go through a values exercise. So have a look at the videos that are coming after this, where I'll talk about values and give you an opportunity to look at what we like in others and what we don't like in others, and then that gives us an indication of what our values are. Also, I introduced to you a concept called discomfort appears in the light of significance. Now, this is a pretty deep concept and does take a bit of cognitive load. However, the video that's associated to it, hopefully it explains it well enough in the example that I have. I think I've got quite a good example here in the book as well too. It might take you a couple of goes to get this, but through the work that we've done, I think that you'd be well equipped to see the elements of it. And basically, you know, when we do get triggered within ourselves, say anger is, we're getting triggered with anger, it's not necessarily that I'm an angry person, it's because there's friction against my values. Work out what my values are and then start to role model my values to self and others, you know, so that's it in a nutshell, okay? But a very, very powerful, very powerful chapter, as they all are powerful chapters. Once again, they're all linked in, okay? So here's a scaffolding mechanism too. So once again, continue with the gratitude points of fear-based thinking. Once again, this is also noticing. This is you noticing you and what's happening within your days. How can I be grateful for discomfort? I can be grateful that I'm triggered because what it's doing is letting me know what my values are. So even you can use the GFD in this model as well. Okay, well, I found out what my values are and then I role model them. When I role model my values, there's significance and meaning and I'm living my purpose. What a beautiful way to wake up. Go, okay, cool. Even if I get triggered today, even if there's some stuff that goes down that doesn't necessarily mix with me, I can then still start to notice the arisings, notice what's being revealed within me, and then I can see some value out of it, and ultimately I can make some movement. So once again, we're using the responsive mind, okay? So give it a go. I continue to use this model throughout my days, and the more that you practice it, the more that you'll then start to see it, okay? I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.